Make sure this is working again. Come on. Yeah, I can hear the mic. Make sure this is working again. Sounds good. Okay, I just had like a really frustrating Coral Island mishap, so I figured I would come on here and just play a game that doesn't piss me off so much. What's going on? Oh, okay. Checking stream crap. So I fixed a bunch of stuff on my base, and here's one of them, because I mentioned my mall like before was a mall, but it had a bunch of spaghetti in it, so I got rid of the spaghetti, put in some decorations, made fun of corny Redditors with their data is beautiful crap, because I have info on a bunch of items. I'll explain all that, and I just basically put everything in the game that can be automated that I'm not making in like at scale into bot mall stuff. So like tanks, lights, some of the belt stuff, not all of them, all the guns, all the ammo, grenades, defender capsules, like literally everything that you just don't make at scale. So yeah, so the mall is just so much better now. I'm gonna put in like a huge RoboPort. I haven't been really using these, but they're cool. And I put in this little circuit, this crappy circuit design I made for blinking lights. It's terrible, but it works. Let me make sure I got this up. Okay. So yeah, and then I put my teleporter right in the middle, and I just added a couple spots, like the couple spots in my base. Over here and over by the oil and like over by the south. So it's nothing like insanely different, just a couple of little things like that. So let me go back to the mall, because I'm going to go through some of these changes, and then I'm going to try to work on some of this stuff. But first I'll explain what these things are. It's just info on all the science, basically. So just how much science I got up. I can like hover over here and see what it is, because I'm doing like a little bit of research, like very slowly, because I don't have that many labs, and I'm just don't really care. I just like it in the background. Just hot products that are always getting used, like end game products, like AI cores and stuff, tracking, and then just basic stuff like all the circuits, and then raw materials like iron plates, copper plates. Nothing special, just a couple things. But yeah, cleaned up the mall. Looks so much better now. And I'm going to come over here and start showing some of these changes. Yeah, Coral Island just triggered me, so I'm streaming some Factorio. Yeah, to myself. I'm going to come over here. What? Actually, I should probably start with the new stuff, but I guess I'm already here. So I redid the circuits because they were annoying me. I put like a little 2 there. Just know it's like new. So this is a new electronic circuit design. It's just literally taking advantage of the new buildings in the mod that I wasn't using. So you can slap way more modules in them, and then their crafting speed's insane. So yeah, it's a redesign for electronic circuits, and actually they're so fast that like the belt throughput like isn't as high as how fast the items are getting put on it. So like I had to kind of split the belts out a little bit. So like 6 machines will make some, and then another 6 will make some, and then so it splits up and then goes into 2 train stations, which isn't the best, but it works. Like this isn't an amazing perfect design, but it's an improvement and it works well. So. And it looks better than my old electronic circuits, and it uses less trains most of the time. Yeah, like this only uses 1 circuit train, and so here's the advanced circuits, and they look better as well. So I redid that. And I did need to fix some lights on a couple things. I don't remember what, though. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, there's advanced circuits. Looks so much better. Works better, I'd say, too. It's like I'm picking some up here. Oh, yeah, and I'm using the, like, end-game belts, end-game splitters, end-game undergrounds, like, end-game inserters, just maxed out. Because it's playing so much coral on and hit the wrong button. Yeah, the superior ones are just way better. And I think I did the same with, yeah, MR processing units. Fixed that too. So these are the, what are these called? Superior transport belts, and they're way faster. So, like, even if they're not full, they're still hauling, like, a ton of product. Which they're probably not going to be full, because this isn't, like, a perfect design, and I don't need it to be, per se. So it's like, this works beautifully. But I probably should go show that belt stuff. Yeah, let me show the changes I made first before I dive into, well, I'm already here. Redid rare metals, because this is the only rare metal spot in the entire freaking base. So I just redid the... Which I need to do this with, like, all the smelting, because I still have, like, the old smelters. It's not beacon, not moduled. So I put all the good stuff in here, put the final tier belts and stuff. It works beautifully. And then I put a little mixy tubes on track it. I think I mentioned in the last video when trains pull up, the lights come on, but, like, I messed up one of the stations or something, so it wasn't like a great demo. What are you doing, making tea? Aaron? You making tea? Yeah. You say you're cold? Holy shit. Well, it is 75 out, so... Yeah, in Florida, 75 is like negative 300, so... And, yeah, so just beautifully designed and ran, just everything looks great. So let's go over... Oh, I redesigned this enrichment here, and for the little extra train that comes on top, the one-to-one train... I made sure it integrated into the balancer better, so that if there's not a train there, it just works better without it just kind of shooting into one lane. Now it mixes with all the lanes, and then here's the new enriched ore, and it just works better. It just works. And these are the new advanced chemical plants that are just insanely fast, as you can see here. So I need to redo the so this is like stuff I need to redo. I need to redo the enriched plants. I need to redo the regular smelting arrays. I need to redo my old designs, like just engines and stuff. And that's pretty much it for the upgrades. And then, like, stuff like sand, I can probably... Well, this one's beacon and module. I can beacon and module more of the products like that, which are not. Some are, some aren't. It's very, like, it's very hit or miss in the base. But you can see how fast these belts are moving. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to go show the belts where I'm making all this stuff. And for that, I'm going to need to teleport because it's kind of far. Let's start here. So I wanted to get these endgame belts. Whoops. I keep hitting the wrong buttons from freaking Coral Island. So to make the endgame belts, you need the green. To make the purple belts, you need green belts. To make the green belts, you need blue belts, and so on and so forth. So you need each previous tier to make the next tier. So start off with just transport belts. And I just have a train bringing in iron. 2 trains bringing in iron. Makes transport belt. You know, nothing special. You can't put productivity modules in here, so they're just kind of naked. And that's the using the purple tier here. That's it for the regular belts. And then for the fast transport belts, same thing. Except now I have to bring in the regular belts. Same spiel. And then I just keep going. Express transport belts, and I'm just like doing this. Tried to line them all up, but the base kind of doesn't allow it here in a second. Same thing, except I'm upgrading from iron to steel. And then I usually have some like extra belts that I throw in here. Here is... Oh, I redid again the electronic components, this time without the stone, and then this one works really well. Yeah, it's literally, I mentioned in the last video, like I tried to do the recipe with stone. I think I still have it up here unless I got rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it. I tried to do stone and it's devouring all the stone. It was annoying. So here's just like a regular recipe. Oh no, this is a lithium one. Never mind. This is the lithium recipe because I have a bunch of lithium which I make over here. So I had extra lithium, so I use that recipe. Yeah, this is just sitting here full. And that's my electronic components. I made some I made immersite ammo. That's another change from last video. So I had all this uranium ammo and a bunch of crystals, slap them together, you get immersite ammo, and I'm using that in all the turrets. So bugs are even it's even more like horrible for the bugs because the damage is, look at that damage on a turret each, and then in the mod the rifle magazines last like a lot longer, so it's really bad for them. I even have some antimatter artillery rounds, not much though because they're really expensive to make, and I'd have to literally change every single turret's like ammo to that. And I don't have that much ammo production right now. So right now I think the only one that's using it is these two, and I can't really control when they fire. I fired off a couple rounds, you can see here. Like, let me see if this will fire one. Or is it going to come from up here? Yeah, and then it's like never the turret you want it to be. It's kind of annoying. But let me see if I can trigger some biters here so I can show off the new immersite ammo damage, which they're probably going to get vaporized before they even get to the freaking wall because of all the laser artillery. But I'll try to piss everybody off. But I did change my laser artillery to just kill the behemoths now, basically. Oh shit, that was an antimatter artillery and I didn't get to see it go off. Yeah. So son of a bitch. Like, makes the whole screen flash. Where was it? Do it again. That was awesome. See if I can get it to do it again. Come on. It's got to see it fire from like right here. Let's kind of aim it down here. Oh well. Alright, well, let's see these guys get vaporized either way. If they can navigate these trees. Come on. They don't even get to the wall, they just get annihilated, and it's like I can't even show off how good these turrets are, because they're just... So, okay, if they somehow survive the flamethrowers and the freaking laser beams, then maybe they would get a piece of that immersite ammo, but I've seen it work and it just shreds them anyway, so it's unfortunate. You guys are too weak. I think I redid this, the low density structure design. I'm not sure if I did. I know I've upgraded all the belts and stuff, so and this is like my next iteration of low density structure. I like these belts being this fast because it kind of like, you'll have a problem with some of these fast machines is that you're not getting items to the last machine like in your line or column. So the belt being so fast like shoots the products like all the way down really fast, makes it a little easier. Which is, you know, me not designing it properly in the first place, but it's great either way. I didn't change that. Just walking over here to show what I changed. I need to upgrade this to the advanced chemical plants. I think I got rid of all this stuff in this square here and just left the coal mine. I need to upgrade this square. Some more low density structures. I think I showed advanced fuel and stuff already. Okay, so here's the next. So this is the first like new tier after based game, which is actually in Space Age now. So basically these are in Space Age, but before Space Age came out, this was above that. If this was in the mod before, I don't know. I didn't play Krastorio before. So here's where the green tier or advanced transport belts are. So I make that here. And then finally, the final tier is right here. And it's like literally right next to that one. And I just shove it in a big old warehouse because I need a lot of them. And then I fixed all this stuff right here because my base wasn't like all the way out here yet with these squares. So I just like cleaned it up and put the oil stops right here in this nice little figure 8 design. And then I put Nixie tubes showing me how much oil I have. And I don't think I changed anything else over here. I think I just connected it to the square, like right here, for the immersite that I'm not really using. And then mineral water is still like exactly the same. So yeah, I think those are most of the changes. And then I did some minor changes, like I turned off my uranium, my reactors for the requesting uranium, because I'm like literally not even using them, because I explained in the last video I'm just using the transceiver, which my power draw is like way higher than it was before, but it's because I'm using all these new machines. So yeah, so there's like 180 megawatts, but I'm still not really like using that much power, so I'm not gonna I'm still not gonna switch over to my like new forms of power yet. Whoops, what did I just do? Oh, because I'm playing freaking Coral Island so much, I accidentally fired an impulse rifle. All right, let's go back to where I was. So what was I gonna do? Oh, and I redid my concrete and stuff. Let's show that real quick. I need to redo this square too. I don't like how asymmetrical that is. Yeah, the concrete and all this I redid using the new machines, just to make it like, just give it parity with the rest of the new squares. And this isn't like the best design. Like I could have done better, but it's basically less machines doing this same amount of work for even more product. But yeah, there's all our refined concrete and stuff. Thought I changed something else. Yeah, just making some what are these called? Empty antimatter fuel cells, just making it right by the nitric acid here. I think I added that, which is not anything special. Oh, I upgraded my freaking fuck-ass units, like to call them, because they're really annoying. So I made them as like high tier as possible, so that helps a little bit with the production. You redo the crystals. I thought I changed something. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but I made another advanced oil processing, and this is basically just, I think I did mention this. This is just for fuel for the trains and stuff, and extra light oil and petroleum gas in case I was low. And then I'm using some like cracking with these new machines to keep all the fluid levels around the same. Nothing, like literally nothing special about that. I think I upgraded my immersite plates. I don't think I mentioned that before. And this is just basically the new machines, beacon and module. See a little Krastorio. You know what? I forgot to add black reinforced plate and light reinforced plate into concrete block, which I should also do. But first I want to just upgrade like my just main stuff. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. And I'll start from just like I did before. So when I'm upgrading this stuff, I like to keep the amount of trains the same if possible. I don't want the trains to be like touched, but I do want to upgrade all these machines. Yeah, because these could use productivity modules. And it's really annoying because you basically need to like get rid of all this stuff and then put it somewhere and then put it back. Or I like to put it back so I don't have like just a bunch of junk in the mall. Like these chests. They already have a bunch of junk in them, but I don't want them to have like even more junk, you know. Oh, look at all these belts I can be recycling. Oh, and I'm just kept running like just absolutely full of 238, so I'm just crushing the extra now. It's just a circuit condition saying if there's over, you know, 99k or it's almost 100k, just crush the shit. Why is there freaking 235 in here? That's really weird. 235 got in. Oh, probably because I was lazy, and when this filled up, I just hit it with artillery, so it might have blown up the splitter right here, and then really stupid. Lazy engineer. Okay. So I don't need to get rid of this train station or any of these stations. I just want to upgrade this. So what I want to do is get rid of these loaders, because like I explained in my last video, I don't really like loaders that much. Oh, that's another change I did. I forgot. Let me come over here. Speaking of loaders, where is it? I moved my rockets, or my rocket area over here, and I added a couple extra rockets and then a rocket just for the GPS, which you use for teleporting. So I made like a little rocket square here. And I don't have this labeled, I just realized. So let's do that. This is how you use... Actually, this is how you use the text plate mod here. It's a little inside joke with How I Met Your Mother, so I'm gonna put that. Let's put it right there. And I have the cargo landing pad taking all of the, what is this shit called? Space research data, and it throws it in this warehouse, and then it throws it into these chests. And then this is counting the chests, and that's counting what's in the warehouse. And then anything that's not the space research data, I just throw in action providers. But I can launch these real quick and just... I don't have them automatic because it is a drain on like a lot of resources, and I don't need them right now, but we'll launch a few just to show it. Hell, I'll even launch a GPS. It's always funny when you launch rockets, the graphics like clip like that. And I made this little belt design here just to make sure they're getting all the product. You can see how fast these freaking inserters move. And then the next tubes say how much is in there. And these are chests are not even full, so I could be launching rockets for a while. And see the GPS goes into a separate chest, and then my bots will pick that up, throw it in the mall, and it looks like I'm already out of rocket fuel. Which I also changed one of my... I added a rocket fuel square, and I changed one of it, this one to ammonia. Just so I wasn't like nuking all of the light oil in my base. So this is just like an ammonia rocket fuel stop. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same as the other ones. But yeah, that's another thing I did. Let me continue fixing this crap. Yeah, I kind of wanted to show the very non-complicated process I do for fixing or upgrading stuff. It's like not anything special. Because I always, like on the last video, I was showing like what the final tier of my base was, or like the finality of my base, but I didn't really show me actually doing anything. So this is me actually doing something, which I never promised was particularly interesting, but this videos are basically for my own edification anyway, so it just doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna cut these off so they're not bringing in more product while I dismantle everything, and then I'm gonna put all the leftover product back in the trains if I can, so that when everything is reset up, they'll just put it right back on the belts. And I have like, there's like another upgrade for the pickaxe in this mod, so as you can see, you can dismantle stuff like super fast. A little too fast. Like you see, it's just missing some of these items. I was like, why is it? Oh, because I forgot a train. Yeah, I'm just gonna change these unload design to use inserters instead of the loaders, just because, like I said before, I do not like loaders as much as inserters. And then I could just have my bots do all this. I just like to do it myself, and I don't want all of this product to be slapped in a chest just for me to turn around and bring it all the way back to this square anyway, and then put it back in the machine. So I might as well just do it here. It takes longer, but then this way I don't have to worry about all this crap laying around. Which is not the end of the world. Like, I've done this before without, I've just had my bots dismantle everything, and I'm just, like, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal, but I'd prefer stuff to not be like that. I am too full, so this is why I keep warehouses on me. So I just throw crap in there. How did this all like spill onto the belt like that? Like, get out of here. Right, finally, let's get rid of these machines. And like I said, I'm going to replace all these with the new ones. And I didn't really count how many there were, but there was a lot. So probably 42, because I think I usually carry about, well, 25. That's too much math for me. Was it 72 minus 25? Ugh. I'm just going to use these. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. With these flying robots. Flying robot frames. So I got 4 products coming in. And they're mostly the same quantity except for the components. Some of the components I'm going to want on their own lane because there's 10. And then I can mix the belt with 2 of the other ones. And then, so since batteries and components are larger in steel plates and electronic engine units in usage, I'll put those on their own belts and then mix the belt for the steel plates and the electronic engine units. If I said that right. So how many belts is this going to be? 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Do not like that. You know what? I could just have 2 belts and just be like, fuck it. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. So this is how I do designs now, is I'll just do 1 just to get it started. And then I just copy it, flip it. And then I'm going to need to beacon and module this. So what I've been doing is kind of copying my setup where I just have like 2 and then a beacon and then 4 beacon, 4 beacon, 4 beacon, 4 beacon. Or I could just do 4 beacons like right off the bat, but it's still symmetrical either way, so it doesn't really matter. Or I could just do that. Which one? Oh, because the power. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. And just copy it. Connect the belts. And let's take all this apart because I need to center it. Okay. So I'm not going to need too many of these, but I will make a nice amount. I think that's probably already way more than enough, but screw it. Yeah, because these are so much faster than regular ones. So like assembly machine 3s are 1.25 and then these are 5 in crafting speed. So you just need far less of these. So at 16, that's more than enough. And then let's go ahead and throw some modules in here. And I've shown my modules are doing great. Do I not have modules on here anymore? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, I usually have a counter showing my modules. Did I move them over here? Well, let's fix that. It's 25, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. So I need 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you don't have to wire them like this, but I've been doing it out of habit. I think you just need to wire the last one. So I was like watching a Dosh video and I realized because I've never used Nixie 2s before, realized I was wiring them wrong. But I mean, it's not wrong, it's just extraneous. Like, I don't need to have that many wires. Okay, bring your asses over here. I think these are like all full. There you go. So this is productivity module 3s. So we'll put that there, and then it'll say exactly how many there. Ooh, I do not like how that is gross. Let's just do like, there we go. I don't like that either. This is like crap you have to consider when you're wiring stuff. It's like really annoying. There we go. And the color is 255 of 100. Try to explain in the last video. I like to use the same colors for stuff too. It's like color code everything. I don't like how this wire is shooting like a million miles away. So let's go ahead and get this out of here as well. There you go. Whoops. This is this one. Why is this light not on? No, don't worry about that. Okay, what color is this? 85, 255, 85. This is like the high-end Factorio stuff that you don't really worry about earlier in the game. Zero, 166, 255. Okay, yeah, I just wanted a little display of my modules. That's better. But I really didn't need to do that, so that was fun. So let's just go ahead and put modules in all these. And then I like to just have one speed module and one efficiency, because I don't like it to be like super fast, because it just nukes all of the stuff on the belt, and then you're just kind of SOL. So just one of each, and they make a ton of pollution too. So, and I also don't like the I do not like beacons around buildings, so just personal preference. Go ahead and just slap one here. Take care of all the power. Okay, so that's the basic design. So now I need to get all of these products onto here. And that's where I do the nubbin design, unloader. Copy that because I'm going to use that on every single train. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to mix both of these up top and then drop them down on both sides. So this is gonna be really annoying. So let's do like, They're basically both going to go that way. Yeah, I'm not... This isn't finalized. I'm just trying to visualize here. The nice things about this tier is that these things stretch for like days, so I can stretch this as far as I want to get inside here. Symmetry or not? Screw it. All right, I'm going to show how far these things can stretch here in a second. So I want this to be at least like right here. Yeah, look at the stretch length on these bad boys. So I want this to go over that line, so I'm going to need to put this about halfway. Let's do that. Hope I put that the right way. Looks like it, yeah. Okay, so those are set up. So that's just the steel and the batteries. One's gonna come in this belt, and the other one's gonna go to that one. Ugh, this kind of stuff is like really fries my brain. Ooh, this is way too close. This might be... Oh, that's good. Okay. Thank you for resupplying me, robots. And I explained in my last video, I kind of just like using underground so it's not too belty. Like, obviously you're gonna have belts everywhere, but I don't want there to be like a freaking smorgasbord of belts like in every direction, just annoying me and assaulting the eyes. So this might also be blasphemous or look like hideous, but this is how I like it. Oops. Like, I like how this looks. Again, I'm gonna have to cut this short here. Is that about where the other one is? Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna need another one. And this is like in a just horrible, like, this uses a lot of resources to use undergrounds, especially at this level. So like a purple underground of this is 40 of the purple belts and 2 of the green belts. And then you can just see the cost of making just one of these is just basically exponential. But that's the point of endgame, you know? Okay, so there's all 4 of the products. So I got steel batteries, electric engines, electronic components. And we want 2 of these to go on 2 belts, 2 of these to go on the other 2 belts. So let's put this one on this belt, and then this one on that belt, and then this one on this belt, and that one on that belt. Yeah, that sounds good. Start by doing this. And I will just bring that down. Oops, nope. I see I already messed up. It's not what I meant to do. I meant to go all the way around. Why did I do that? So now I gotta... Let me just do this. you go all the way over to the outside. There we go. Since all these inserters work so freaking fast, I'm not necessarily worried about speed as much as I would be on a regular build, because these inserters are like insanely fast, so that's fine going on the outside like that. And then this one is gonna go here all the way over here. And up, we got a problem. Okay. Why am I silly and I didn't think about that? Okay, so that one goes down there. So this one needs to go a different way. It's like that's not gonna do it. Could put it like down here, but it's gonna screw up the symmetry. But you know what? That's unfortunately how things go sometimes. I have to do something like that. Let's do like a little squiggly line. That'll be fun. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now all of them are getting products they need. These things still have insanely slow build times, even with the modules on them. But the craft speed's 5.75, so it is way higher than a regular. So, okay, so I have an upgrade planner that already is going to upgrade all this for me. So let's do this. Boom. And do that. And let's get all this extra stuff and put it back in the trains. And that should about do it. Just need to put some lights in here. Whoops. Sensitivity on this mouse is like way too high, by the way. So if you ever see me clicking like terribly, that's why. It's just, I don't know what my problem is. And then finally, oh, almost ran out. And that, yeah, that's how I redesign these bad boys. So let's put a 2 on here, because this is definitely number 2. And no, it's not shit, but it's it's not a redesign. And then let's get some lights going. Unfortunately, these are just gray, so like a light's not gonna look great on here. Just period. I mean, a colored light. It's just gonna have to be a straight up white light, unfortunately. And I'll just leave it the default color. I won't even change it. And I'll just put one on every single corner of every single machine. There we go. And that is a successful redesign. I like how the undergrounds are making sure it's not too belty, but also showing the complicated intricacies of weaving 4 products in symmetrically and blah, blah, blah. So that's exactly what I wanted. Looks great. Everything is lit up. Signals are always perfect. I kind of don't like this long stretch here, so let's go ahead and just do one of these bad boys. There you go. And I have way too many flying robot frames, so let's see if I can do something about that. Don't run me over. It's gonna go, please don't run me over. Let's go to my mall here, and thank you for resupplying me. Robots. Yeah. You guys just enjoy. You're welcome. I don't think I need more robots. Like 12,000 construction, 5,000. Yeah, I usually keep it around. Like literally any Factorio save I have, the most amount of robots I've ever used, like 25k, I think, because they'll nuke your computer eventually, and they use a lot of resources. Like they use a lot of power, and I just don't need that many. But it sure would be nice to like have so many robots I can just like slap down whatever I wanted and they instantly build it. But even then, that's still not instant. You gotta wait for other things. Okay, so that's rebuilt. Okay. I don't need to rebuild this. Don't need to rebuild this. Don't need to rebuild this. I technically don't need to rebuild. Yeah, this is still using. I don't like these unloaders or these loaders though. But if I switched it, I would have to do some rebalancing. So I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see that, and that looks great. Good job, buddy. Okay, so this definitely needs to be redone. This is my silicon design, and it works great, but it's like there's no beacons, no modules, and it's a bunch of loaders. So it's kind of nanny boo-boo, stick your head in doo-doo. It's a little poopy. And I also just am splitting here in the bottom, like kind of crappily. So it's like not a huge fan of that. But it works well. I need to fix that. But first, let's go get rid of some of this crap. So after I finish a build, let me dump all the stuff I've used. Whoops. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Too many of those. Way too many of these. Don't need any of these. Too many lights. I think that's good. So it looks like I can still make some more module 2s, or they're waiting. Waiting for a train. Inception style. Oh yeah, here's one of the rare stops I'm actually picking up a mercite just from the ground in my base rather than just using matter to make mercite powder. It's like an old stop. Where even is a drill? There's one. So it's like, just get it where you can, basically. All right, I guess I need to redesign this. So let's get this crap out of here. Whoops, did not mean to do that. So I'm going to use the new furnaces for this, and they're really cool. So regular electric furnace is a craft speed of 2. These, you have a crafting speed of 12. So yeah, they're huge. They're awesome. That's what I'll be using. But first, let me empty all this crap. So I'm going to let this train pick everything up. And now I'll use some robots because these should be about empty. Hurry up, bruh. What do you got here? Debit card with a cashback. Oh, nice. Cashback at Aldi's. Aldis. Time is it 6:50? Yikes. How long have I been? I haven't even been streaming that long. Yeah. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a shorter stream because I need to go to the store, but I didn't want to cut it off. So I'm just going to pretend like it's not almost 7 and just keep playing. It's Factorio. So unfortunately, I'm picking up some silicon here, or silicone. I don't really care. But I've got to redesign this, so you're just going to have to get out of my way. Okay, so I'm just going to redesign one of these, and then I'm just going to copy it for the next one. So let me start with one of these. How many of these do I have? I like don't get out like a planner or anything. I just eyeball stuff, but I do kind of want to get a general idea. This is 56. So this is 12. And so it's about 6 times faster. So technically I can get away with around 10 roughly, but that's kind of way too many just judging by the speed of these. So I'm probably only going to do like let me just design one of these first. So all this uses is quartz, so I only need 1 lane. Really easy to design. I'm just gonna have 1 inserter. Gonna spit it out. 1 lane. Yeah, and I'll do 2 of these. Actually, let me put the recipe in here first. Do 2 of these. Switch it. Check on my phone. No. I do want to beacon and module these, so I will do the same thing I've been doing because I can put productivity in here, right? Yeah. So I'll do the same thing I was doing, and I explained in my last video there's smaller beacons, but I don't really use those unless it's like a tight build. Like I think I'm using them in my rockets. Yeah. So this is like a tighter build where the buildings are really close together, so I'll use smaller beacons here, but. Other than that, for these big ass like chunk buildings, I'll just use hey, what's up, dude? I know you're watching. What's going on? I'll just use these regular beacons. Yeah, this is Krastorio, man. So this is modded. But it's not like other games mods. Like this is basically exactly the same as the regular game. It's just a little bit there's added some stuff. You know, I did not do this the way I did the last one. There we go. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I need 1 more, so I'd like to do about 16, probably. But then I have to use another beacon. You know what? That's fine. That's 14, right? Yeah, 14 is fine, because this many is going to blow the crap out of, like, all of these right here. This little column, these 2 columns are going to destroy this column. Factorio! Yes, sir. In fact, I'll go ahead and just slam down the modules in here already. Copy these beacons. And then finally fix this. Now I'm gonna want both of these to mix and then shoot down to these 2 stops. So I'm gonna have the belt going like to the right when it finishes. But let's get the nubbin in here, which I should still have. And there it is. Copy paste. There we go. And oh, I need power. Power is kind of a big deal. It's kind of important. There's a monster base. Dude, I made a video before showing off the whole base. It's awesome. This is the best base I've ever made, like easy. It's the same as my last city block design, kind of. But I redid it and I made like this, for instance, this is different. I redid the center design here where you're walking. I redid some of the power poles, and then I redid the trains because the stations are now more compact and I can fit more trains in each square and blah blah. So it's just like, this is like my city block design 2.0 because I'm getting better like figuring this stuff out. Let's just shoot this right over here. I don't know if I want it that high up. But you know what I do? Guess what? It's my lucky day. That's where it's going. So let's just go ahead and immediately just underground this. Screw it. Kind of like that like umbrella look. And these are going the wrong way, so that's great. Let's go ahead and fix that. All right, and I need to add power here. Excuse me. Oh, I put it too low. I didn't even think about it. I said I need to add power here. There we go. Do it like right here. So this is going to mix with this side and then bring it over to the two train stations, which also need to be upgraded. Let's get rid of this crap. Looks like crap. And I have a blueprint for these, so I don't really care if I like mess it up. I have a blueprint for, like I said, I made everything myself. So I have a blueprint for just like for loading, for stations, and it's already signaled properly. For like just like without the tracks, with the tracks, like you name it, like all of it, the whole square, part of the square. I don't know why I have a thing. Oh, I think I just saved this just for like a museum piece, just because it was so old. Like the roundabout. Like here's all the blueprints that I made for this mod, and I have a couple of new ones that I keep my regular blueprints that I made, but just like I had one for my blinking light because took me a while to figure out all the street lights, the reactor blueprint I used to get enough power to beat the game, which I got rid of, the wall and the corners. Yeah, just you kind of go through different blueprints when you're like trying to figure stuff out. Those are some space age blueprints in there, but anyway, let's get rid of this crap. There's gonna be a whole lot of mess when I'm finished here. Why don't you go ahead and get some more quartz while you're waiting, buddy? I'm just gonna get rid of all this. Yeah, and another train's like already here. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you for resupplying me, robots. Yeah, I explained earlier, if you didn't see it, I was playing Coral Island and it bugged out and it like ruined my quest I was doing and it just pissed me off. So I was like, I'm just going to turn on Factorio because Factorio rarely pisses me off like that. It was basically I had to collect all these rare resources and then turn them into this lady to turn into like a merfolk, like a mermaid, but I'm a dude, so like a merman or whatever. And I turned in most of them, and then I went in like a week or two later to finish it off, and she counted my like progress as 0. So basically she said I didn't turn any in at all at any point, and it took me a while to get the resources. So I was like, okay, cool, well, I'm turning you off and I'm gonna go play Factorio. Thanks. All right, jeez, waste. So the beauty part of after you design something is you don't have to do it again when you have robots. So I'm just literally gonna do that. I just want to make sure it's lined up. I want to kind of put it. This is not lined up with the train, but that's okay. Dude, I think it's time for Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I mean, I haven't turned on my PlayStation in a while. Like, holy crap. I actually got rid of my PS Plus because I just haven't been playing it. Like, I've been playing Factorio, and it's just, I have not used my PlayStation. I'm about to fix this, but okay. There we go. Let's get more crystal quartz, I mean. And the reason why I want to put productivity modules and everything is because it preserves the resources I'm using. So like, since I put productivity modules in here, which for some reason they haven't shown up yet, it makes 10% per, so it's 40% extra product for free. I'm basically saving 40% like resources. And you don't really need to, but it's just nice to save. Diablo, I have not played at all in a very long time. just straight up. Just have not. Like, that's all there is to it. I played it maybe a month ago because I was playing Diablo 3 again for a season, and that was about it. I think I sent you a picture. I got like a jaw rune, which was hilarious when I did play, but like, I just have not played it. Not really any reason. I guess I was just tired of like, I was I found some items I needed. I was just tired of not getting stuff. It just wears you down after a while. Okay, so I need to split 2 into 6 or 1 into 6 twice, or 2 into 12 or 1 into 6 twice. So all I'm going to do is, instead of doing like some weird thing, I'm just literally going to split those and then bust out the balancer for 1 to 6 and just make sure it is here and here, and then just upgrade it. And like I've said before a couple of times, the only blueprints I use that are not mine is this belt balancer book. That's it. Everything else is me. Which, on my last base, I did use a couple other designs, but eventually I got rid of them, and then it was 100% me except for balancers. This is just 100% me except for balancers, like the entire time. How far are you into the game so far? I am done, my friend. This is post-game. Actually, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything if anybody cared. Can't really see anything too spoily anyway. I'm just working on upgrading stuff and just making stuff more efficient. So yeah, this is after the dust has cleared. I'm actually going to use undergrounds for this again because I'm just like an underground enjoyer, man. Like, I just love them. There we go. And that is a redesign. Whoops. That is redesigned Silicon 2. Silicon 2. Much faster, much more productive. Oh, I gotta put lights in here. It's a thing of beauty. It's not 100% like straight and symmetrical because it's a little off, like off center, but that's okay. How many hours did it take? Oh boy. Right now I'm at 246, but when I beat it, I was about 180. And honestly, it did not take 180 hours to beat it. It took me 180 hours to make this monstrosity. So like, if I would have just tried to beat it, I could have beat it estimating around 120 hours maybe. Like way slower than Dosh, but like way faster than this. But I stopped and smelled the roses. I really just wanted to get this base like cracking. Like, I'm a sucker for... Why are you not on? Sucker for this design that I made. Because I made it before in Space Age, and it was like a prototype of this. It was just so much smaller. Like, this is way bigger than my Space Age base. Underground just makes it cleaner. Yeah, dude, like, underground, to me, just... Like, I don't want to use it everywhere, because then you literally can't even see what the hell's going on, but I just think it looks cool to clean up some of the stuff. It looks amazing. Thank you very much. I did a lot of work to make it look better. Like, I put lights everywhere, and I made sure when trains pull up... let me see if I can do it. When trains pull up, the lights turn on. So that was like a huge thing. That just stuff like that all adds up to make stuff more aesthetic. Because look, boom, yeah. So when trains pull up, lights turn on. I got lights over stuff. Like, yeah, I just want it to look nice. This is like Guy Barbie stuff, you know. Copy those lights so I don't have to redo it. Okay, so that is silicon. That's 100% done now. I got lights. Changed the nameplate. Okay. Really, what is this, quartz? I don't have to do much here because this just takes productivity and there's plenty of space. Yeah, this will be easy. It's an easy redesign. There's no upgrade for this building, so all I'm going to do is throw modules in here basically. And I already showed my modules are maxed out, so easy. So I'm just going to do one of these. I don't really need to be doing this, but I might as well. Like, I'm upgrading everything. And I'm going to go ahead and put the new belts in here as well. Whoops. You don't see a lot of people using mods with the space age on YouTube. Yeah, it's because it's like fairly new, so like there isn't, everything isn't updated for it. For instance, this is actually updated for it. You can play Krastorio with space age. However, my hot take is I did not like Space Age as much as some other people did. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I did beat it. I showed my base in another video. I had a lot of fun. But I didn't want to play it again because I did not find the interplanetary logistics as they were presented to be particularly compelling. And I did not like quality. And I didn't really like the spaceship. Yes, I just didn't really like it. Like, I liked it once, but I just didn't want to play it again. So this is just like the base 2.0 Factorio with Krastorio. I will probably play Space Age again after time has passed, but it's like I beat it and I was like, I don't want to do that again for some time. Let me just upgrade this whole freaking thing. Oh wait, no, not, oh well. It's like I'm out of belts. And the bots are probably just gonna snatch them like directly from here. Yeah, because like I think this is the only place in my base that I have the new belts. I was making them via bots, but it's like after a while you need some of the stuff at volume. So it's like volume. So it's like I just started doing it at scale. Okay, so those have some modules. Now I need to add beacons. And it looks like I can get 3 at a time, so that's what I'll do. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll just put this here and here. Here and here. Aw, man. And then these just gonna have to get their own. Oh well. Womp womp. And I'll just copy the same beacons that I've been copying. Although these don't really need speed modules at all, but whatever. And I really did not need to like beacon and module this at all, but whatever. Do I have lights in here still? Okay. So since I did all that, I'm just going to copy this. So I don't have to redo it. And that is Quartz 2.0, which is basically exactly the same, but that's because you can't fix something if it ain't broken, right? Or you can, but I didn't. Let's just get rid of all this crap. Because like I said, my main, well, not my main goal, but one of the goals of like redesigning some of my stuff is to get rid of my old loader stations because I simply do not like them. I don't like how they were operating. And I did hear somebody come in the chat and explain that they fixed a bug where loaders were like slowing your game down or causing EPS issues. So I, you know, technically could just use loaders on all the stations, but I just don't particularly care for them for that. So I'd rather use inserters. Okay, so that is super fixed, super fly, super done. And I should add some Nixie tubes here, but I really don't need to. But you know what? That's the beauty of them. This is quartz. And what color is my quartz? 225s. Perfect. I'm just going to copy that. And I could just put it down here to count both of them like I have done on like other stations, but I'll just do individual. Why are you not counting? Oh, because I didn't wire it. Boom. Alright, so there's fully functional, super upgraded quartz. I already upgraded this plastic, which I don't think I showed in the last video. It's just the upgraded. As you can see, I have like most of my plastic builds have all these chemical plants, but the new one is just 6 because the crafting speed of these is 9, and then on a regular chemical plant it's 1. So these are literally 9. These are basically 9 chemical plants. So that's like 54 chemical plants right here. These bad boys are quick. Like these are purple belts, and it's like just nuking the belt. So like if that was a lower tier, it wouldn't even be. You don't even know. All right, so my silicon, I have a bunch of silicon on me, so I need to get rid of it. So the quickest way I like to get rid of stuff is just go where it's made or go where it's being used. Just throw it in a train. That train's full, and I don't have anywhere else I can put it. So I'm going to teleport around real quick and go put it somewhere. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, it's one of the things I like about this mod is teleporting. Just really, really useful. Like I said before, I wish the base game was a little more embraced more sci-fi stuff like that. Okay, so like I said, I don't need to redo that. I don't necessarily need to redo this one, but I will upgrade all the belts. So let me just these. I just want the belts inside upgraded. I do not care about the outside belts. So you guys do that. I don't really want all my bots to do it. Just base bots do it. And I have starting to carry a bunch of crappy products. So let me go back to the mall real quick. Now, unfortunately, I had this like golden path here, as Nailhouse would describe it, to walk on, or sacred path, but I've like eventually ended up putting a bunch of junk in here, like these air filters and lights. So like it's not exactly like perfectly walkable anymore, unfortunately. It's not a walkable city, I'm sorry. Why? This is why I carry a Tesla coil around me at all times, because look at my energy here, because these bots are just draining it. I'm just gonna drop these off, actually. I don't feel like doing it myself. All this back to the base. And you can see it slowly charging up the suit here, which I maxed out all the stuff in the suit now. So it's like MK4 lasers, level 3 exos, level 2 roboports. Unfortunately, some of these are like, there's no parity with the numbers, so it's like level 4 energy shield, but it's only level 3 exoskeletons. Like, that's just all there is to it. Like, my research is done. It's just infinite research, which I can obviously need to keep doing, but it's just kind of annoying. So, like, they don't require the same stuff. Like, I think I said that in the last video. Like, it just requires, like, this one I'm actually doing because it requires a lot of science, but like the next one only requires 2, that only requires 2. See, all these only require 2. It's not as fun. And my science is only done in these 2 squares. That's why it's so slow. So I should really pick that up, but I don't really care. I just like it going around in the background. Yeah, I think that's charge enough. Also don't need these furnaces. Get all of these freaking belts. Let me go drop these belts off real quick. This is why I have literally why I have this warehouse here, because I just get so many belts upgrading, and I'd like to put them to good use by doing that. And they get used anytime this refills. Like, so I'll go send him off to go refill, and you'll see the lights come on here. Boom. And then these belts will get drained from here. And then that train's going to come back all the way over here, pick up belts here, and then that's when they get used in this warehouse. It's all a big circle of beltiness. Because I like to recycle like everything in the base. Like if I'm not using it, I don't want to just fester in a chest if I can help it. Because obviously sometimes it will. Like all these things are sitting here, but I'd like everything to be constantly used and recycled and whatnot. Okay, so all these belts are upgraded, which is great. Yeah, so I don't need to upgrade that. I'm not going to worry about miner upgrading yet. Like that's really annoying because I'll have to like beacon and module miners. I do not like doing that. But eventually I probably will. And for instance, like this patch is not even really getting utilized. It's only the front of it, so I can fix that up. But oh yeah, there's a nuclear train. I mentioned that in my last video, but I didn't really show any. That's one, because you can see the smoke coming out of it. Don't need to worry about that. I already have the death train. Don't need to worry about that. I probably should, like, seriously just upgrade all this crap. Like, that was the whole point, but I want to get the stuff I'm actually producing upgraded first, or, like, important stuff. So, like, circuits absolutely need to be upgraded. I actually kept this old circuit design just in case the new one sucked. So I'm going to leave this one, but the new designs are 2 stations and they're better and more productive. So I should probably just use those. I mean, I should probably like redo this one and use the new one, but I'll leave it for now. It's fine. I will, however, fix this enriched iron because this is my old design and it's great, but I got new chemical plants, so this needs to get fixed. And I don't think any of my enriched squares are the new design, unfortunately. This is the new design. So I'm just going to basically copy this design and then slap in the enriched iron. And it's so pretty. I love it. So we got 2 trains. And I think it's literally going to be exactly the same. It's just going to take a different train. So what I should copy is this part. And let's do that real quick. But first I got to cut these off because this needs to get redone. So, yikes, this is going to be a pain. This is so much product here. I'm definitely going to need some warehouses. First thing I do is cut these off. So let's just stop bringing new stuff in. You can go back and go resupply. That's fine up there because I'm going to bring this down a different way when I fix this. These lights I'll copy from another station. Yeah, there's another train already. And it sucks that I removed the lights because I wanted to see it when they pulled up, but oh well. Like, I just love when they pull up and the lights come on. I really do need to go to the store. Try to finish this and then go to the store. Might not be able to make all these though, unfortunately. make sure I don't get any pipes, because I want the pipes to basically be exactly the same. Alright, so I'm going to copy this entire thing here, because this is a work of art. And it should be just like that. So you're going to have to go, Mr. Roboport. This is going to have to go here. Oh, wow, this is a lot different. Okay. So let's fix that real quick. And this is also loaders too, so I did need to change that. Son of a bitch. So I'm going to get here. I'm going to do the same design as before. Oops. Except instead of going out, it's going to go like this. So I need to... One's going to go here, one's there. That's really weird. How did I do that over here? Oh, because there's a freaking immersite drill here. That's why it's so funky. Okay. Put one here. Wow, this is like way over there. This is going to be like the most funky. I'm going to have to like super loop this around. There we go. There we go. I mean, it's still balanced, so there we go. Okay, so that's all set up. Is there supposed to be 4 things right there? Oh, it goes under the sign and then shoots off to each direction. Okay. So I guess at this point, actually, I'm just going to get rid of all this. Since I'm going to be dropping like an entire new thing here, I can just comfortably get rid of all of this. And these, yeah, there's not even a train picking up anyway. The filters can suck it for a minute while I'm fixing this. It's a shame I'm destroying those tanks, but whatever. Probably didn't have to. Okay. Move this. So I'm gonna have to change the recipe, obviously, and then change some other stuff, but... And then move this, because this is in the freaking way. Okay, so the iron looks like it's getting everywhere. Okay, so now we just need the chemicals going. I'm just going to change this real quick since I'm already here. Yeah, look at that. Real quick. Okay, so... Oh, wow, this already connects too? No shit. But I do need to change the recipe, though. So let's... There... Iron. Okay, what are you guys missing? Water? Sulfuric acid? Pipe's not working here? What's going on? Looks like I'm getting no acid and no water. The acid should be fine. Like, it's coming in from here, and I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, because I have it switched. Well, that's not good. So let's cut that off. There's got to be a... I gotta think for a second how I'm going to do this. So the water is coming in where the acid is, so this needs to go like Okay, so there's the acid. I need to flush these. And making sure that stays flushed. Okay, wow, that worked. I wasn't sure if that would work. Okay, so now I just need to get the water in, which is all right here, and I don't know where I was getting water before, so now I gotta find out. This is just acid. Where was I getting water before? It's also, this looks ridiculous. Get rid of that. Oops. Where the freak was I getting water? Ah, here it is. Okay. Sheesh. Let's just be lazy and just pipe it in like that. There you go. All right, what's the problem here? Something's going on. So this is not outputting because I'm not getting water on this side. Okay. Why are we not getting water on this side? Because I didn't put this over here. And boom. Okay. Like, holy crap. Why is there two of these here, though? That's really stupid. There we go. So there's all the water. There's all the sulfuric acid. I need some roboports. Oops, where's my roboports? Just slap one right here because it's intersecting everything. And then finally, this is going to be 2 into... Oh. Let me just do this. Just did that as like terribly as possible. 2 into 4. Or 6. Or 8. 2 into something. 2 into 8. Boom, boom, and boom. Let's get a blueprint for 2 to 8. That is not what I was doing over here, so let's go see what I did. Oh, that must have been 2 to 8, like true balance, right? It's weird. I don't know if there's enough space to do this right here, but I'll find out. And there's just enough room. And that is how you do it. Now I just need to add another roboport or 2. I guess 1 is fine, and then another power. Okay. I mean, that was like a quick and dirty little fix there, but I also need to upgrade these. I probably don't have enough, but that's fine. And then that will be enriched ore 2. Sheesh. And I just need to change these lights, which I can just copy from here. This. Why are these not on? Oh, because they're not wired. And then we just wire this to the train station. There we go. And copy all these lights, and this will be finalized. And that is like far superior version of the iron ore enrichment, which took way longer than it should have, but not too long. It was like 10 minutes. But that's why I've been on the save for so long. It's because like even upgrading something that you've already done and is simple, it still takes like a little bit of time. I also probably need some more air filters. Yeah, it's pretty stinky square. Let's go ahead and just copy this real quick. Where was this on the original one? So I had 2 each corner. Oh, because there's a thing here. Well, let's just throw them right here. That's fine. Oh, yeah. And that way, when the extra iron ore train comes in, it'll auto balance, and then I don't have to worry about stuff getting out of whack. How is this not at 50k water? Oh, because this is not connected. That's not good. I was like, there's definitely more than 50k water in those tanks. Yeah. Okay, so that's full. Let's throw some more ore in here. Looks like somebody's not balanced. That's fine. Just go get some more. It'll work itself out. Just waiting for this to get full. Go on. Making sure everything is up to code here. That's just mineral water for, yeah, there he goes. Matter, which is probably looking like amazing right about now. Yeah. Which I showed earlier is tracked right here. Yeah, it's just full. And I can see all the numbers are just pretty much full, but it looks like I'm making some more science here. Oh yeah, I think I upgraded some of these science builds, but I don't remember. I think they're about the same. Oh, I definitely need to upgrade these AI cores if I haven't done that yet. Yeah, because these are just running on the regulars. I need to switch that to the new machines. But it still runs great. Yeah, so I'm going to use this enriched iron template for the rest of my recycling facilities. I got like one here. So this one. Actually, there might just be 2 more. Yeah, so I'll just upgrade those other 2 as well, and then that'll be like all the enriched iron. And I'll do the same with the copper. I'm just going around my base, just upgrading everything and make sure it's got productivity modules and beacons, and I'm just as upgraded as possible. Beautiful. All right, well, I got to go to the store. So, yeah, that's like I think I went over all the changes I made in the base since the last video. Basically just added some more here, and then I've upgraded all my turrets to immersite ammo, and then I added superior transport belt production and all that good stuff. So as you can see, I'm just slowly making little improvements here and there. But yeah, I gotta go to the store. So GG's anybody watching. Till next time.